All right, everyone, gather around. We have a story time today. One more time. All right, today we're reading a Curious George story known as Curious You, On Your Way. It is written by Kathleen Zofeld and is illustrated by H.A. Bray. Before I'm going to get started into this book, children, I'd like you to think about and understand, where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now? What are some of the things you want to do with yourself? What have you asked about, what do I want to be in life? Because this story will test you, and at the end, I'll come back around and ask you guys about what you've thought about through the book. Curious You, On Your Way. Hip hip hooray, you've done great things. The whole world is proud of you today. Little astronaut George down there. You've learned so much. You studied so hard. And you put your brains to the test. You played on the team. How many of you played on a team? Sports team, maybe in a band, academic related team, mathematics. Of course, the time comes when the curious monkey needs to break free. You got the gatekeeper of the zoo looking for his key down here. Even if it means you don't know exactly where you're going or what will come next. There's so much to see, children. So much out there to try. What should you do? It is all up to you. In this big old city, look at all these people here and just George up here, curiously gazing. All you gotta do, children, just follow your dreams and you'll soar. You may feel a little frightened, but hold on tight. There's a lot of bumps in the road. You'll see sights that take your breath away. Obviously, don't be advised to grab a big pair of balloons and go flying over a city. You'll find the spot where you most want to land. Oh, what a place it will be. The thrill of discovery will be yours. Look at this big dinosaur right here, children. Huge. What do you think that may be, that Curious George landed at? A museum? I would say it's a museum. Maybe think about that one too. And if things don't work out quite as you had planned, don't worry. All great explorers bump and crash sometimes. Like I mentioned before earlier, children, there's bumps in the road when it comes down to doing what you want to do and following your dreams. Look at this big mess right here. There will always be new heights to reach. This big building right here. George climbing up there barely. He's getting to the top. He's not stopping. He's following his dreams. Whatever you do, you will find your own style. Look at all these pretty different patterns and colors on here everywhere. These guys right here, just dressed in normal clothes, but look what George is doing with the place. All these different trees, palm trees, different colored chairs, different patterns that resemble different animals from the zoo that he broke out of. Even if it surprises a few. And clearly over here it surprises these guys. You'll give to others in ways that only you can. And you will make new friends along the way. Look at George, making new friends with his rabbit friends down here. The world needs you now, children. You've got big, big ideas. As you can see down here, George meeting a cow. And then George being innovative and getting the cow to pull what looks like a fire hydrant down here. The feats you imagine, you'll just have to try. And imagination can lead to invention. What a great invention over here for George, getting all the ducks together who can swim and making little boats for all the insects and animals so all the animals can be together. And children, before you know it, the spotlight will be on you. The cameras, the whole world will be looking for you for your great ideas, your great adventure. It's out there. Use your imagination. Now, children, think back to what I brought up earlier and say, what will your story be? Bold and inspiring, a tale of curiosity and brave exploration. Everyone will line up to see. And if the path that you chose gets rocky and rough, whenever you feel all alone, remember, we're with you all the way, today, tomorrow, and every day. We're proud of Curious You. There we are, children. Curious You, a Curious George story. I love this story because it plagues on bringing out the imaginative ideas in more children's book, and I'm really happy that I was able to share this with you today. This book was given to me by my kindergarten teacher after I graduated elementary school because I was always throwing the craziest ideas out there, and it reminded her of those ideas that I used to throw out. So thinking back to the first question I asked you, think about where you want to be 5-10 years from now in the imagination. Look at George in this story. He broke out of a zoo and now he's doing his own thing and the spotlight is on him. It's kind of like how you guys will be after getting out of school here. What are you going to do in this world? How will you impact? What kind of imaginative and innovative ideas will you bring here? Thank you, guys. Curious You.